We are at Dean Court, first game of the season. It ended in a 1-1 draw with West Ham, and I'm here with Paul. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. It's nice to see you.
And you indeed. What do you think of the game today?
Chaotic. I thought it was very chaotic. First half we were a bit slower than I was expecting. I thought we were going to come out a little bit higher tempo, higher press, try and disrupt. Didn't seem to do any of that stuff we were expecting, which maybe was a tactic because Moyes might have read that that's what we do. But then second half I thought we were much stronger. West Ham had the better shots, I think, and chances, but actually a draw was quite fair overall. Good,
and there's some interesting performances out there today. Who for you kind of stuck out and made you think, maybe this is their season?
Brooks and Rothwell, I think, the two standouts for me. Everyone else played okay. Yeah. Anthony, to be fair, was trying really hard. But Brooks and Rothwell definitely played really well. And maybe Rothwell is our new Lerma, I don't know.
Yeah, he got hustled and harried, didn't he? Did a lot of work there.
He was everywhere.
Fantastic. And from where you were, I mean, you're quite close to the technical area. What did you think of our manager? Did you get a good look at him?
Yeah, he gave Kluivert an earful at one point because Kluivert was near the halfway line when we were being attacked in our box.
Right. And
Kluivert was walking towards the halfway line when we were about to concede a corner. So he wanted to make sure that everyone knew where they were supposed to be. You could tell that it was new to him. He's still got to get into the job a bit, I think, and grow into the role with us and learn that some of the players' attitudes when they're under pressure are going to be different. So yeah, it'd be good for him. Learning experience today, I think.
Learning for all of us, I guess. Kind of a positive start though.
Yeah, I think so. On the whole, I think positive. Hopefully, Aarons isn't injured because he probably wasn't up to speed because everyone else had a full pre-season pretty much. But and I thought, everyone who was called upon, even Kiefer Moore did well when he came on. I think Semenyo looked really sharp, actually. Yeah. A couple of chances he had. On the whole, very good.
Brilliant. I'll have a little chat with Noah.
Yeah.
Hey, Noah, how you doing?
Take my bag, Dad.
Take my bag, Dad, he says. How are you today?
Good.
It's great to see you. Have you had a nice summer?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And football's back. How does that make you feel?
Way better.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too, definitely. What about the game today, then? Give me your kind of feelings on how you thought it went and which players stood out for you.
Well, I think Solanke, Brooks and Rothwell were my favourite players for that game.
Solanke, Brooks and Rothwell?
Yeah? They were my man of the matches.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. And how are you feeling generally about the season? You feeling positive about the new manager and everything?
Well, all the magazines that I've read say that we're going to get relegated.
But what do you think?
No.
Well, I prefer your view, to be honest.
I think we're going to finish 15th.
Fantastic. Okay, well, I'll take that. I'll take 15. Thank you so much, Noah. Good to see you. I'll see you again soon. Hey, Neil. How you doing, buddy? You okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah, good. Yeah, not too bad. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit hectic at times, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I think we knew that it was going to be like that. Although I came down for the Atalanta game.
Yeah.
And it was a totally different performance from that. I thought.
Yeah, agreed.
We really looked high energy, and I think that's what we really want to see, isn't it? I mean, we've got some better players, but a lot of them are injured, obviously.
Yeah.
I was encouraged. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, with the substitutions, I was a little bit like, what's going on here with some of the substitutions that were made? But actually, when those players came on, they seemed to know what they were doing, didn't they?
I think so. I mean, Semenyo, where's he been? I don't know. I thought he was injured. I was really surprised to see him come on. But when he came on, he looks really sharp, didn't he? And the ball stuck to him well, which sometimes we miss up front, don't we? Someone who you can fire the ball into and they can control it and do something with it. So, yeah, it's good.
Alex Scott, who he signed, who we've not seen yet, we've not seen for a little while. We were talking to a Bristol City fan, and he was talking a lot about Semenyo. We've kind of forgotten how good he was for them and how much of a good player he is. So to see him today was definitely kind of eye-opening. Who else stuck out for you today?
Definitely Rothwell.
Yeah, me too.
I think he bosses it, doesn't he? And we had so much possession, and he was at the centre of most of that. So I thought he had a good game. I think the centre halves did pretty well.
Yeah.
And I mean, generally, I don't think there's anyone who really had a poor game.
No,
I got a bit frustrated in the first half with Jaden Anthony. I think a couple of times he lost the ball, gave it away. but you can't criticise him for the amount of work he puts in. And I think he tried to put it right second half, and he did okay.
Good. So, positive new era. Then you feeling good about it?
I think so. Yeah. It will make the trip up to Liverpool seem worthwhile. I think next week.
Fantastic.
After last year.
Brilliant. Good to see you. All the best, mate.
Thanks.
Good to see you soon. Ethan. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm very good, thanks.
Good. And what do you think of the game today?
Oh, I think it was quality. My hands hurting. I've been clamping too much.
That's nice. That's great. That's great. What about it did you think was so good?
I think, obviously, the press was good. I think Jayden Ante stood out for me. He was hard-working. I really like hard-working players, so Jayden Ante. Rothwell as well. He had a blinder of a game, I reckon.
Yeah.
He was everywhere. But generally, it was a good game, to be fair. We were all over him, I reckon, but it was good.
Now I'm going to ask you something now, because I think you're more qualified to answer this question than most people, because you've recently got your, I don't mind saying about your referee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you tell me? What do you think about the referee's performance today?
Dreadful at times, but
Okay.
sometimes he made good decisions, like play on and stuff. But yellow cards were fair, I reckon.
Yeah.
But obviously, our decisions didn't go our way, which some of the decisions I agreed with, some I disagreed with. But it's football at the end of the day. We've got a point, so it's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah, all that matters, definitely. And you're feeling positive about the new start, the new manager, the new way forward?
I like him, to be fair. He's quite confident in what he says, and the way he's been talking to the players, how he communicates, was really good. Stand out, I reckon.
Brilliant. Good to see you, Ethan, mate. All the best.
Cheers.
Love that. Hi, Ollie.
Hello.
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, great to be back, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I think it was a good game. I think maybe in the first half we didn't quite match their physicality, but I reckon we certainly made up for it in the second. I'd say a draw's a fair result.
Mm-hmm.
However, Milos Kerkez, oh my days. I have no words to describe him. He is fantastic. He is one to watch for the season, 100%. I can't put into words how happy I am with him.
Sounds like he's soon becoming your new favourite player.
He's going to have to do quite a bit to take over from Neto, but at the rate he's going, it's not going to be too long. Yeah, I mean, also saw Aaron's get a run out, or Aaron's? Is it
Aaron's, I think it's supposed to say, yeah.
I think he did well in the second half. I think he didn't engage as much in the first half, and like in certain situations where he was just like kind of trying to block the cross, I think he should have gone in for a tackle. But that might just be Iraola's system. Overall I think it was all right today. I reckon either team could have nicked it, but as I said, draw's a fair result.
Yeah, fair play. Thanks so much.
All right,
all the best. Good to see you.
Hey, back again.
How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah?
I've got to go on the train with that lot, haven't I?
Oh, there we go. You shared it, so it shouldn't be any hassle there.
Yeah, I know. I had a friend rang me last night and he says, thanks in advance for the 3 points tomorrow.
Oh, really?
So he'll be getting a phone call when I get home. And I was saying, right, well, you said you was going to get 3. We'd just let you have 1.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think the performance was brilliant today. You can see that the germ is there that we're going to start, especially the second half. Like, when we started going for it. Why did we have to go down though before we went for it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Is that sort of a little bit of sort of feeling teams out first, trying to work out things, or maybe we do something.
Well, remember last season with Gary O'Neill, we used to play shit in the first half, and then turn it on in the second half because he figured them out, and what have you. But and surprise, the sponsor I think got the man of the match right, Rothwell.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you.
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
Is it that number 8 shirt that?
Do you think it might be that?
Yeah.
I might get one of them for myself.
There was a little bit of the Jeff in him.
Yeah.
The way he played. So. But all in all, and just chatting to the young lad there, we're saying about Semenyo.
Yeah.
We wait because I saw the interview with Scott.
Yeah.
And he's saying they're waiting to link up together. So
yeah, I saw that too.
Is that going to be the new Jayden Anthony Zamora?
You never know. Let's hope so. I'll take that.
Right, anyway, I've got a train to catch.
All right,
I'm going to go back. See you later.
All the best, mate.
Right.
See you soon.
See you later.
Oh, hello. Hey, hiya.
I've been enjoying watching you from Australia, from afar.
Oh, amazing.
And I'm back, and I was desperate to get to a match. I'm really pleased with the resale scheme. I just want to show you, I've been trying to get a ticket. I failed when they went on sale yesterday.
Yeah.
And I kept rebooting, refreshing, and I spotted this ticket. See it? It's that little seat there, that little green dot. It was the only one available.
Yeah.
Came down there this morning, it said it was sold. I was going to console myself with a cup of coffee in the pavilion over there because I haven't been there for years. And then I thought I'll reboot again, and there it was, still there. So I came down here, and the guys looked bewildered. I said, this is live, this is on your website. And he went away, and he talked to a few people, and he came back, and he said, can I take your phone? And he went back, and in the end, I got my ticket, and I'm the happiest man alive. And that was a brilliant match. It was exciting football.
Yeah.
It wasn't boring. You know, it was. I loved it. It was a bit of a worm's eye view, so I can't give you can't give you an analysis, but I loved it. Thank you. I love your show.
Let's carry on. Much appreciated.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Hiya, Scott.
Sam.
Happy new season to you.
Happy new season to you too.
How are you feeling today?
Well, it was a fair result, but not the result we want.
No. I suppose I would agree with that. Did you have a favourite player today?
I would say Dom Solanke.
Excellent. Because of that you scored a goal, has that made you happy?
Yeah, he will make them happy.
Good. And we play Liverpool next. Scott, how do you think we might get on?
I think we'll get a draw, I think.
I'll take that. Thank you so much, Scott. It's great to see you. All the best. See you again soon. Hi there.
Happy new season to you.
Happy new season to you. Your name is? Your name, sorry.
Zane.
Zane. Yes, Zane. Thank you.
My brother Dennis is over there. You might recognise him, but
Yes, I do.
He's a bit tired because of all the shit.
What do you think of the game today?
I think it was good, but at the same time, like it's tough to describe it, isn't it? Because it's like the ref had an absolute. Okay, he is. The ref had an absolute shocker. I'll be honest. The ref had an absolute shocker, which kind of did kill the game a bit more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think what we have to improve on is like possibly the physicality in our squad as well. It's been a while since I've done my match interview, so I'm just kind of thinking.
No, that's absolutely fine. So the physicality. So do you mean like getting players in?
Yeah, because this is the thing with Kiefer Moore. When he was brought on, I think everyone's thought was like he was going to be brought on to like a match with Kurt Zouma and Aged with the centre backs, but I don't know, because here's the thing with West Ham, that they're a tricky team to break down, especially with how they were lining up. I thought they were probably going to go with a back five as they kind of lost Rice and all that stuff, and I thought they were going to like be a bit shaky at the start, but they actually did perform pretty well. Hats off to them. But either way, I think Dom was very good in some moments, but at the same time, I think what Bournemouth needs to do is probably get a striker and possibly do a bit more. But I'm excited to see more of Aaron's, and I'm excited to see a bit of Scott.
Brilliant, thank you. And what do you think of you, Zane? What do you think of the game today?
I'll take a draw. It's better. It's a lot better than a loss.
Yeah.
100%.
What did you expect before the game, if you don't mind me asking? What did you feel going into the game? Did you think we'd get a win, draw was be okay, or a loss? What do you think was?
I just hoped. I didn't expect anything.
Okay. Well, that's good then. So at 1 point, it's better than none in that respect. Who stuck out for you today? Who's a good player for you? Who do you think,
I think Semenyo is man of the match today.
Oh, okay, interesting. Even though he came on quite late, I suppose he did do a lot to kind of help with that goal, didn't he?
I think Max Aarons is in the conversation as well. Max Aarons is really good.
Brilliant. Excellent. Yeah. Well, thank you, gents. Right. See you again soon. All the best. Up the cherries. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good to see you.
Not too bad.
Sound like you've been shouting.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, bear with me, guys.
That's all right.
Yeah, I think overall, I think it was a very good game for us. But the issue we had was, again, causing our own mistakes.
Yeah.
Poor passing that leads to our own errors and causing them chances. Other than that, I think we did really well. I think we should have won the game as well. I think we had lots of chances. The Brooks shot, the Rothwell crossbar.
Yeah.
So really and truly we should have won. So the problem we had again was just that it was our mistakes that caused them the goal. But to be fair, we did get very lucky because they had the post a couple of times as well. So it could have gone either way. But I think we edged it today, which is the frustrating thing. But luckily we got a point, because last season there could have been times where we didn't get nothing after a performance like that. So
I mean, goals change games, obviously, but it did feel to me like when our goal went in, the atmosphere changed in Dean Court, didn't it? A lot.
Definitely. I think even the substitutions as well.
Yeah.
I think Semenyo gave us a different dimension as well. Obviously, Kiefer Moore, I think, came on at the right time because we were struggling physically when we were around their box as well, so it gave us a physical presence. Overall, I think Max Aarons was superb.
Yeah.
Kirkes, for me, was absolutely immense. I think he's going to be an amazing player for us. He gave us so much energy down the left. We really missed that last season when Lloyd Kelly was out there. So Kirkes did a real positive addition. Joe Rothwell, for me, was man of the match.
Agreed. I think everyone said the same. He was just brilliant,
wasn't he? Outstanding everywhere, and obviously he was unfortunate not to score as well. So overall, I think a very, very good game. Liverpool next. So
well, look, come on. Let's say it right now. It's not going to be a 9-0, is it?
No, it's not going to be a 9-0. I don't see why we can't go there and win. Obviously, we are underdogs. No one's disputing that. But at the end of the day, this is the Premier League. Anything can happen. If we go into there with an approach, a tactic, I don't see why we can't go there and win. That should be our approach every game. As underdogs as we are, we should be going into every game thinking we can win. Well, that's my belief anyway. But up the Cherries and on to the next one.
Up the Cherries on the next one. Thanks. Good to see you, buddy. All the best.
How are we doing?
Hey, good. How are you, buddy? You okay?
Relieved, I would say.
Relieved? So when did this tension start that you felt the relief from? Is that because they were 1-0 up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been nervous all day for it. I don't know why.
Oh,
it just came out of nowhere. I was absolutely bricking it. But it's again, I thought nearer the game, I kept on overthinking it, and I was like, I'm not too sure, because I was thinking about the players they got. One man that stood out was Bowen. Obviously, he got that goal. He looked all right. But again, it's a completely different game to last year when they beat us 4-0 and obviously 2-0 at their place. Again, it's very, very promising, and I do think Semenyo might win the Ballon d'Or, because he was amazing when he came on. Honestly, best thing since sliced bread. But I'm really glad about Dom as well, because I think obviously because the goal was so close to the goal, people would say that it was really easy, but I feel like he held his nerve very well. He didn't lash at it, which I think maybe in previous years he would have. So again, very promising. Obviously, I wasn't expecting it to be fluid straight away. Got to get used to it again, and at least we didn't lose, because obviously Liverpool, Tottenham, smart games coming up. It's something to build on, especially as Liverpool aren't quite as strong yet. So it's very promising.
What can we get up there in Liverpool? I've sort of shifted the conversation a little bit to that game, but what do you think? Do you think we can go there and get something positive?
I just want a good performance, because obviously the players were really aware that obviously we lost 9-0 last year. But I think it would just be completely different for us, and I think we've got to kind of bring the game to them. We've got quality, obviously we know that they do, but again, it's Bournemouth. We beat them at our place last year, so why can't we again? I don't think we will, but obviously we can. So I mean, why don't we go for a 1-0?
1-0.
Sit on the fence. Why not?
I love that, Ben. Yeah, thank
Optimism.
you so much.
Hey,
all the best.
All right.
Brilliant. See you soon, buddy. Yeah, lovely. Hi, how you doing?
You okay?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
How did you feel about the game today? Oh, actually, before I ask that, what was your prediction before the game? What did you think the score might be?
Well, I went 2-1 Bournemouth.
Okay. You weren't far off.
Not too far. I thought we did all right, actually. Today, when we were sort of 1-0 down, I didn't think we sort of probably deserved to lose the game. Yeah, their goal was a really good goal.
Yeah.
And that, but I didn't think overall in the game that we deserved to be say losing the game. I thought first half we had some good chances, and even after. Even before they scored, I thought we had some good chances. Where I think Brooks had a good shot, obviously saved by the goalkeeper. I thought it was one of those that their goal just came out of the blue, really, and we didn't deserve to be losing the game. But I thought the reaction was good to go 1-0 down, and we created good chances, and then obviously Dom getting the goal.
Yeah.
I think we did deserve it. I don't think we would have deserved to have lost the game, but to get something from it, I think was good, and I think the performance was good as well. So.
I thought their goal was quite interesting because it had just come after we'd had that Brooks chance that looked amazing, didn't it?
Yeah.
And the goalkeeper had to make a really good save for that. But then their chance, although different position on the pitch, was almost quite similar as well, wasn't it? He had the space and he just hit it.
I think we tried to break away, didn't we? It the ball fell loose, and I think he just hit it, and it was a really good goal, and just came out of nowhere, really. But I think the reaction to it was good, and we kept going forward, and I think Semenyo, when he come on, I thought he did all right, coming on, and playing wide. yeah, so I thought overall, it was like a good performance and good to get something from the game at least. So yeah, I thought overall it was good today.
Brilliant, excellent.
Okay,
Thank you so
cheers.
much. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on. Good to see you.
Kids, let's do one question each.
One question each. Got quite a queue, boys, so I'm going to do man of the match each, if that's okay.
Rothwell.
Go on.
Rothwell.
Rothwell. I agree.
Rothwell.
Rothwell, I agree.
Neto.
Well, fair enough. Excellent, boys. See you soon. Hey, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Good.
Good, excellent. What did you think of today?
I thought it was. I didn't think all the hype about pressing. I didn't think we pressed like the hype set thought we would. But I think first game you're not going to tell for a few matches until everything sort of settles down.
Yeah.
And I thought for the first game we were okay. Yeah. I think new guys were good. Milos, the guy, I don't think he had a knock halfway through the game. He just seemed to be limping a bit slow and whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
Did a lot of
fact.
running, didn't he?
Did an awful lot of running. And for his lack of height, he actually still is. He's a super player.
Tenacious.
Yeah, very good. Rothwell was outstanding.
Yeah.
And once we took off Jaden and brought on Kiefer and a bit more sort of height and a bit more strength, we seemed to sort of jump up a gear.
Okay.
We could have nicked it at the end.
Yeah.
But I think in the end we sort of cancelled each other out. So overall, I'm pleased with the point. I'll take the point.
Pleased with the point and pleased with the direction that we are going as a team, as a club, everything like that?
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Definitely. More. I'd like to see more pressing. I'd like to see Eddie Howe-esque press. Can we mention Eddie anymore? I'm not sure. But anyway,
no, we're still allowed to.
Still like to press a lot more.
Yeah.
But it was a great start. Stadium looked smart. The pre-match entertainment was loud for an old boy like me. But yeah, all in all, good day at the races, I'd say.
Fantastic. Up the cherries.
Thanks very much indeed.
Thanks so much for coming on. Hey Josh, how are you?
Good.
Go on, talk me through your feelings right now.
I'm really positive at the minute.
Yeah?
I feel really positive with that performance. Past the, I'd say, 60th minute, we started playing well. So around the last 30 odd minutes we started playing quite good. But the luck today wasn't with us.
There definitely was an element of lady luck playing a game a little bit there, wasn't there, in terms of crossbar and things like that. And, we had some nice chances though, didn't we?
I reckon it's a fair game.
Yeah.
But if you went off performance, we should have won. But if you went off chances, it would have been a draw.
Okay. Oh, I guess that's what football's about. That seems fair to me. That does seem fair to me. Have you got a man of the match today? Somebody who really stuck out for you and you thought was fantastic?
Rothwell.
Everyone's saying Rothwell. It seems pretty unanimous, doesn't it? I mean, how often do we get it where the man of the match seems like everyone seems to agree? That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he almost got a goal himself, didn't he, at one point? Did you get a glimpse of that?
Yeah, I did see it.
Good. And did you get a look at Dom Solanke's goal today?
Yeah, we did see it.
It was pretty cool, wasn't it?
It was a bit cheeky.
A little bit cheeky. I like that. Speaking of cheeky...
We thought he was going to mess it up.
Did you? Speaking of a bit cheeky and messing things up, let's get your dad in.
Hello, chaps.
How you doing, mate? You okay?
I'm all right, yeah.
Good. You can start this season with a new catchphrase if you wish.
No, I'm going to keep it. I was thinking of other ones, but I'm not going to say it yet.
No,
because I'm going to
fair.
start with a bit of pragmatism.
Pragmatism?
Yeah, because...
we were pragmatic at this level.
At the start, exactly, yeah. At the start of that game, the press was poor, the pace was poor. There was a hell of a lot of poorness,
yes.
if I can put it that way. And it was a bit abject. Yeah. And I was expecting a hell of a lot more with the build-up and how we were meant to be playing.
Fair.
But you've got to give credit to West Ham, really, because they didn't allow us to do it.
Scrappy.
They were basically like, well, you can have the ball between Senesi, and Zabani, and you could just play table tennis with it and just pass it back and forward as much as you like, because they didn't press. So there was no space for us to do that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you've got to take your hat off to the opposition of how they set up to counter the ability to press in the game. So that was really poor, and I was expecting more, and there was sloppiness all over the place. Their goal really came from sloppiness. There was other sloppiness elsewhere, but let's park that.
Yeah.
Let's flip it. It's work in progress. There was a lot of really good things there as well, and it's moving in the right direction. One Rolls Royce was Rothwell.
Yeah.
There are moments in transition where you really do worry that you don't have that focused central defensive midfielder. and you can see it. And I'd love to see his heat map, because he was bloody everywhere.
Yeah.
Running his nuts off. Passing, running forward, sideways, elsewhere. And really it felt at times he was doing two men's jobs.
He was creating space and he was picking out players.
And that's what I'm a little bit worried about, that we've got to work on a bit there, is to balance that, because you're almost playing that 4-1-4-1 type of thing a lot of the time. Now, if you lose possession high up the pitch, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So West Ham had a lot of potential if they were quicker on the counter and probably more on it. It's only their first game as well, so there's going to be slackness. But that's my summary. But at the end of the day, we're competitive at this level.
We are indeed. That you came to it for the end.
There you go.
Punchline. Loved it. Thanks, mate.
Hi, first time chatting to you guys.
Hi, nice to meet you, Jack. Come on in.
I've seen your stuff, obviously.
A bit closer, sorry, sir.
Yeah. And just want to say today, I thought very, very close to a great display. Very close. Brooksy, I thought had a great game. Again, very close to the goals, whatever. But the man, of course, was Rothwell, wasn't it? Yeah. Unbelievable. We got rid of the guy to Crystal Palace. Can't remember his name.
Lerma.
Of course I know his name. And I thought Rothwell last season, Clark Kent today, Superman. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And the two fullbacks, Kirkus and the Aarons, I thought they both had a very good game. So all in all, very close to being brilliant. I'll give Rothwell 9.5 out of 10. Can't give him 10 because I think he lost the ball for the
almost scored though as well, didn't he?
He almost scored, yeah. So but all in all, great stuff.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Thanks ever so much.
Yeah, love it.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Aaron, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you both?
Yeah, good. Now, I cannot not start talking to you without starting with your namesake.
I know. And now everyone's going to get my name right.
They are
instead of Aaron. So
exactly, which is fantastic, isn't it, for everybody?
I thought he was fine, considering he'd had half a training session. Clearly pulled up the cramp towards the end. So I think that it was just cramp. But I thought him and Kirkes were excellent. Both fullbacks really, really impressed with them.
They're supposed to be sort of the hallmarks of a Iriola system. Is those fullbacks, and it feels like we have invested correctly.
Yeah, I think so. Look, I think the first half hour wasn't great. With a lot of direct balls. I think the wind wasn't helping as well. I can see what he's trying to ping those balls from side to side. It wasn't quite working. The front six were here last year. We got a lot of players out, so I think people expecting Iriola balls straight away. It's not going to happen. But one difference I did see was that once we equalised at 1-1, we were really going for hell for leather for it, rather than settling for a draw, which at that stage I probably would have taken simply because get off the mark, and not lose the first game.
It's interesting you mentioned there, no one else has mentioned this, and you're spot on. We were missing a lot of players. I could try and name them all now, but I think I probably would miss some, wouldn't I?
Before I even, Tavernier and Atara, I think would have given you directness. I mean, I know Dango can be quite raw and a bit haphazard, but directness, speed, that odd trickery. Tavernier, obviously, we know what he can bring. Alex Scott, obviously, I know he's going to be out for a couple of months, but I mean, that's going to be, they're going to be in the team, aren't they, really, I think. Defensively, we were fine, but we're missing a lot of players going forward.
Does Lloyd Kelly get back in for you?
Well, if Senesi's done his quad, then quite possibly. I don't know how bad that was.
There was a lot of talking. Between the medical team about
hopefully it was just a precaution. But defensively, we were fine. It was just an error from Rothwell, who I thought was excellent. Other than that, but we know, as I said, Semenyo I thought was great when he came on. Brooksy looked great. It wasn't. It's difficult to click so early.
Yeah, completely.
But I know West Ham aren't a great team, but I would take a draw first day because we're sixth. We're in Europe.
They're champions of Europe, aren't they? We just beat champions of Europe. We drew champions of Europe. I'm pleased.
We'll take it. A lot of players to come back. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks, mate.
Take care.
See you soon. Oh, here we go. I've been waiting for you.
A queue, I'll tell you what. A bit of a queue, wasn't there today?
Queue to get in, queue to get on the...
on the fan cams.
What's this called now?
Is it fan cams? Still calling it fan cams?
Full-time Cherries. Full-time Cherries. Oh, I need a T-shirt with that on. So, how are you feeling at full-time, mate?
Yeah, all right. We got the point, so I think we earned it in the end. A little bit frustrated. I didn't think we got going till they scored, which was a little bit frustrating. So we kind of waited till they got the goal, but then once they got the goal, we were the better team. We deserved to get the equaliser, and then I think there was only one team wanting the phone and the whistle, and that was them. I think we were the better team then, but I think it was probably a fair result on reflection. I don't think we were great first half. They've hit the post where they should score, and every cross and corner is a worry. They're winning most of the first balls, but there's a lot of players in there that he probably wouldn't have anticipated to start. I think Aaron's done okay, but he's clearly not quite ready yet. He didn't bomb on as much as he probably will do. I don't think Anthony looked like a player that was ready to play left wing. He didn't look right at all.
I assume 3 days ago you probably thought you'd be playing right back.
Yeah, I assume that we thought that, and Ouattara maybe on the left, and I think a few of the crossfield balls, it looked like it was targeting a Ouattara winning the header, and Andy didn't have a great game, but I thought the subs all helped. I thought Semenyo was lively, really, really good.
I was really surprised about the sub, if I'm honest. Like when they were coming on, I was like, what's going on here? What are we doing here? But actually, it really, really worked.
It worked. Yeah, I was surprised that Hamid Traoré didn't come on.
Yeah.
But Semenyo, to be fair to him, without having a pre-season, we couldn't really judge, but he showed that he's got a part to play. He was really good. I think he's got the assist, but I think it was a shot that he scuffed.
I thought so.
But
Sam said that.
Definitely, yeah. But Solanke's done so well there. It would have been easy for him to fluff that. Solanke done really well, and that's massive. We all talk about Solanke and his goals. That's massive for him to get off to a start with a goal. I thought Rothwell was really good. I still just been chatting about it then. I still find it difficult to give the man of the match to the player that gave them their goal. I mean, he literally.
I didn't even think about that.
Rothwell was the reason they scored, really. So I find that a bit odd. I thought he was good in a deeper role that he's not used to.
Yeah.
But I find it difficult to give man of the match to the player that gave the ball away for their goal. But he did do well. Thought Billing was okay. Christie I thought was really good, and then he come off, and I thought, why is he taking him off? Maybe it was fitness.
Yeah, probably.
But I thought he was good. Like the look of Kirkes. Bit worried about Senesi, if that's anything long term.
They were talking a long. I've said it to you, but they were talking a long time because I could see the medical staff. So but then maybe when they talk a long time, that's more of a.
That means can he go back on?
Him?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Yeah. And maybe when you've got an option like Mepham, you might as well not risk it. Mepham can do a job like he did when he come on. Good for Hill to get his Premier League debut. Thought he looked like a centre half playing right back, but he done okay. And yeah, it was a decent enough point. It was promising that we didn't lose that game. Could have lost that game, and we managed to show a lot of good characteristics to come back and get a point out of that game. But and it is a worldie. That's whatever happens, Jared Bowen's hit that like so well. To be fair to him, but yeah, there was some good signs, but it wasn't quite rock and roll yet for me. But it was some good signs. Saw Leeds lost in the last minutes. That's always nice. That's always nice to see. Birmingham 1-0. So Leeds are on a point, same as us, even though they played double the amount of games. Yeah. So that's always good. But yeah, no, it was all right. It wasn't spectacular, but it was better to watch. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being back in there.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I think everyone's kind of a little bit trying not to get too carried away by anything because of the fixtures. You look at the fixtures and you think, oh, we could have done with winning that. But we haven't lost it. There were some good sides. They're still a good side. They are still a good side.
Champions of Europe, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah, Champions of Europe apparently. So I mean, I'm sure we can win the Hampshire Cup as well. So I'm not too bothered. But no, it was a good game, fair result. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm happy, mate. I'm happy.
Good. That's what we want to hear.
Daniel.
He's happy.
Oh, we got go on, Daniel.
One more.
The main man.
Daniel.
Yeah, hello.
How are you? You
I'm
look
very
different.
good.
You've obviously grown in time since the last time I spoke to you. How are you doing? And how's your trip? Can you give us like a summary of how it's been over here?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm thankful for my uncle because my uncle got hospitality today. We had a stadium tour the other day, and then I saw Jefferson Lerner the other day. So I'm having a lot of fun, and I kind of don't want to go back. I want to stay for the whole season.
Oh mate, obviously you're gonna have to, but you'll have to make sure that you're making plans to come back and see us again and get back here again.
Hopefully in Christmas time, I want to go to a Boxing Day game against Fulham. Hopefully Tottenham away, and we'll see if I can go. But hopefully I can go.
Fantastic. And Daniel, we're at the start of a new era. Just a kind of final point before we finish today. How are you feeling about this new start? I mean, you've seen different managers come and go in your time when you've been a Cherries fan. How are you feeling about this now?
Honestly, it's very exciting. I feel like most of the years we're always our main focus is always defend under O'Neill's especially, but under Iriola you can tell he wants us to go forward, press, and that we definitely were doing that today. Unlucky we didn't get the 3 points, but at least we got a point, and I thought we were really good. I think we were the better side. I really do.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
That's excellent. Keep in touch, buddy.
Yeah.
That's it from us here outside. A lot of people today, which is fantastic. That means people are in a good mood, and there'll be more content coming from back of the net. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, the little bell thingy, and we'll see you again soon. Lots coming up before we play Liverpool. Maybe this time we win 9-0.
Back in the net!